a news item, my dear friends, in the US that relates about or related about burglars who broke into a New York store. So ilang buak ang samin so that they could enter into that store and steal the money inside that store. Well, it couldn't have raised all eyebrows, especially when this incident took place in New York, a notorious place where notorious people would usually do this. Daghan kayo ang kawatan. So, but what makes it funny, my difference, is the fact that it happened in a company that manufactures burglar-proof glasses. Ang ilang negosyo na maligya og bildo nga di mabuak sa mga tulisan. Pero ang ilang tindahan gitulis, gibuak ang samin. Nga naman, according to them, it never occurred to us to put our own product in our own door. Was lakaw na nga mogamit silang gibaligya sa ilang kaugalingong tindahan. Kabuang sa na maligya sila og samin nga di mabuak sa tulisan, nya sila mismo wa mogamit. Usa kay ikasulti ninyo ni ana. My dear friends, this story shows how oftentimes we take things for granted. No? Anong kumpiyansa kay ita ba? No? Kay kumpiyansa ta, di ta mabantayan nga gikawatan nanday ang atong sibot sa mga tulisan, no? Wa tagabantay nga wala di ay, no? Kay kumpiyansa kay ita ang atong bag sa atong tapad, wala din ha. Tanawa ko yung bag may suod na pa ba diha? No? Wala ba'y suod? Kay kumpiyansa kay ita. This is highlighted in today's Sunday's parable. No? We have heard, my dear friends, that 5 of the bridesmaids have foresight to bring extra oil, but 5 did not. Sa Israel man God, their culture, my dear friends, is that the bridegroom has to travel from a far place, no? And then inig-abot nila sa lugar diin ang babae naa, no? Kanang the bridesmaids would meet the bridegroom, no? Kanya they had to walk from there towards the house of the bride so that they could do the wedding, no? And the bridesmaids, their role is to welcome the groom. Sa Israel magod, ang groom magud mo'y huwaton, no? Ang groom mo'y huwaton. Sa tuwa kay ang bride may huwaton, kay mo'y sige kalit inikasal. Ambot nga nung in my years of being a priest, my dear friends, kausa lagi siya ko nakasuway nga ang lalaki na late. No? Pero ang babae, pirme. No? Ngano ka? Ngano ka na? No? Ngano mababae, pirme magkalit ang babae. But there, ang lalaki mo'y huwaton, may igsoon, aron maabot, no? Why? Because of their patriarchal society, nga ang lalaki mo'y importante para nila. So in the gospel of today, my dear friends, the 5 who are prepared to keep their lamps burning, no, are able to enter the wedding place with the bride's groom, whereas the 5 who were unprepared had to rush to buy oil to the stores, no? Niragan pa sila, and when they came back, the doors were already closed, so they could not enter, my dear friends, no? Mirisi, wa nun kasud kay wa man mangandam. Jesus' parable sounds as a warning against cramming or a last-minute preparations, whether in one's work or one's spiritual life. No? whether in this earth, no, for our bodies, and even for our souls, my dear friends. No? Christ is telling us, be prepared. Ayaw kumpiyansa, kay wag kita masayit kung kanusa, mahitabo ang wa nato dabha nga mahitabo. Jesus warns that those who don't heed God's call and who lack foresight, no? Lack foresight, will find themselves shut out. The message therefore, my dear friends, is a sequel sa atong i-celebrate niadtong November 1 and 2. No? It's a sequel that we have to be prepared because we don't know the time or the hour or the day when our life would end or the second coming of God will come. Foresight is a very important thing that we Christians, each one of us, should have. No? Foresight, accordingly, my dear friends, is the beginning of true wisdom. No? Kana kay foresight, na kay pangandam sa kaugmaon, that is the beginning of true wisdom. Living wisely is looking ahead. No? Looking ahead. Have you noticed, my dear friends, kung dunay kaslon, they don't face each other all the time. They only face each other during the marriage rite. But most of the time, they face the altar. Why? Because they should be looking forward. Kay kung di sila mag-look forward sa ilang kinabuhi nga minyo, no, their life as a married couple, they will never have a successful marriage. Because married life needs foresight, no, preparation for the future. Living wisely means not only being concerned with our present day today needs, but having an eye on our ultimate end and preparing for it, not in the last minute. No, it's not only what we need every day, but what we need in the future, and preparing for it, my dear friends, not in the last minute. No, di ta mo procrastinate. No, when we only prepare at the end of time. Mo na usay dako kay tag mga damage kung dalay mga bagyo kay wa man tay foresight, wa man tay preparation. The wise bridesmaids, my dear friends, were always prepared. It was their custom. It was their life's habit. No, it was a part of their life plan that they were always prepared. Whenever they go, they prepare. I remember my mother, my dear friends, when I was young, whenever I opened her bag, doon na ginay either sky flakes or white rabbit. No? Nagi na mga butanga kay basigutumon, nagi andam daan. No? Preparation, my difference what he needs. And even when we travel, kung madapa lang sa kumama, mahibot pa lang sa kumama ang inidoro, yan ang dadon. Kay basig may kinahanglan in the future. She thinks about what is necessary for the future. How is this preparation to be undertaken, my dear friends? There's a story. Once there was an aging, wealthy man, no, dato kaing tao, who lived alone and began to make preparations for his demise. No? Sa iyang kamatayon, nangandam na siya. What he did, he bought a lot at the Memorial Park, Pansagyuta. No? And then weekly, every Sunday, he goes there and looks at the place. He said, there I will be buried. No? Yang gimuag musuliyo, dugnanan daan, diha ang lugar, anak ko, mupahulay sa dayon. I'll be preparing myself there. And a while later, the man also ordered an expensive coffin. Nipalit siya og pink nga lungon sa St. Peter's. Wa ko mga panya St. Peter ha. Okay. Mo magunay picturean sa mga tao no kanang St. Peter. Niya iyang gi butangag kutson, naghigda siya. Comfortable na ba kon no? Iyang gi practice higda sa sud lungon. Picture-picture pa siya. No? Para kung angayan ba siya sa iyang pink na lungon. No? Siya, this is where I will sleep one day. No? Some months later, after feeling that the end was near, he executed his last will and testament. No, kani, para dito, para dito. That done, he invited his relatives to come and see him. Ari mo, mga unta, after a hearty meal and talking to them, after dispensing of what he wants to dispense of, no? Some valuables and personal effects, finally he read out his last will and testament. And while he was reading it, daghan kay siyang property nga iyang panghatag, naguol siya o giatake o namatay. No? Mula gini problema kung hatag property sa niya atong iharas lain maguol ta. No? He was sad to let go of all these properties. That's why he had a heart attack and he died. No? When he woke up, impyerno na siya. Nga naman, because he prepared for his body, but he did not prepare for his soul. No? He prepared for his body, everything, but he forgot to prepare for his soul, kung asa siya padung. This man made the right provisions for his body, but none for his soul. Christ tells us, my dear friends, to be smart, therefore, and prudent. He reminds us to make provisions for the coming of the bridegroom, Jesus. He said, store up riches in heaven, where moths and rust cannot destroy, nor thieves break in and steal. Matthew 6:20. By riches, Jesus means our good works, the fruitful performance of our duties and obligations as Christians. No? In whatever capacity we may be, whether we be a father or a mother or a housewife or a daughter or son, a factory worker, government official or employee or top executive, whatever you may be, the faithful performance of our duties and obligations, my dear friends, is what Christ says riches. No? When we do the things right, when we choose the right things. Therefore, my dear friends, let us live in such a way that in our last moment, we may not have cause to regret. Much like the foolish brides, no? The bridesmaids in our parable of today. According to a saying, a life well lived today makes every yesterday a dream and every tomorrow a vision of hope. Amen.